Good evening and welcome to Coffee and Tea with Aeson and Natalie. Hello, Devon. Hello, Melissa. Hello, my
Hi
crow. How
guys.
are you?
Hi guys.
And hi, Natalie.
Hi everybody. Sorry I sound like this.
You
Sorry.
sound sick. I'm really glad it's virtual. Hi, Brenda.
I do sound sick, don't I?
Yeah,
I really don't.
I
I
really
really
think
don't
we
sound
need to
like
start
myself.
getting a daily prescription of one shot of whiskey and two shots of honey and a cup of tea before bed.
Mm. Well, I drink several cups of tea every single day.
You're missing
It's
the
as
two
big as my
main
head.
important ingredients.
It's the same size as my head. Look at that.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
that means it gets two shots of whiskey.
Mm. I'll take a third just for fun.
Maybe.
Just because I can, because I'm a grown up and I can't do those things.
Well, true. True.
And
Ugh.
you know what? After the past 2 months that I've had, I think I deserve a couple of extra shots here and there. I'm just saying.
Uh, uh, like, honey, I would be like salt bathing your ass right now.
It is amazing. It is amazing what I've been through. Yeah, someone won't stay well. Well, you know what? My immune system was low, and then it got lower, and then it got lower again, and now we're here.
Right.
So
Yeah.
my
And
fever's only at 99 point or something at the moment, so we're okay.
yes.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, it's been a rough ride for me. I've
Oh,
got to be honest.
yeah.
September and October have not been that kind to me.
Well, I hate October. I forever hate October. Devin,
I
I am
do too.
sorry to hear about your car wreck.
Mhm.
Yeah, you need some whiskey without the car. And
Without the car.
yeah.
It's yeah, it's definitely, and October is a really hard month for me too. It's like my I kind of call it my end of trauma month, because it signifies the end of, like, my body starts remembering things like in June.
Mhm.
Um and then like by July, August, um usually my anxiety's like at a peak
Mhm.
by then, and then it's like by October it just, my whole body remembers all of this trauma, and it truly like remanifested itself um in some ways during my whole COVID experience. I won't
Right.
go into too much detail on that one, but yeah, COVID ended up putting me in the hospital, folks, and it wasn't because I had COVID. It's because of what COVID did to me, and
After.
I don't recommend it. It's not
Yeah,
fun.
well, I don't recommend COVID anyhow, anyway. That's why we are very happy that we're virtual whenever we're sick. We also need to be taking care of ourselves.
True.
No, October for
Ice
me,
water. Ice water.
whiskey.
I've got ice water. I've got tea.
Okay, we'll get you some
Hi,
whiskey.
Arca.
All
Yeah,
right.
now you just need, you can bring me some whiskey, because the last time I bought myself a bottle, someone stole it. I'm really mad about that because it was a very expensive bottle, and I know who stole it, and it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, my October, strangely enough, um, my mom passed away.
Oh no.
It was 13 years for dad. Literally, she waited a day after the 13-year mark
To make her exit.
to make her exit. And then, so now we got that. And then, of course, my mother in law had passed way before then.
Right.
So that's all contained into October. I've had a few divorces in October, and I'm like, great. If October gets any worse, I'm just going to block the calendar out and just go like, I am
Right.
off.
Like, I'm choosing hermit mode at this point. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like, let me find where it is in the deck and let me just sit on it for a minute, because that's where I'm going.
exactly. Like,
Yeah, I hate thieves too, Devin.
yeah,
I had purchased, I went to the UK when I was 18 years old as a graduation present. I went to go visit my family in Scotland. My grandparents, like, I was born in the UK. I know I don't sound like it, but I do, but that's a story for another day. I hide my accent. I'll just say that. But I went up to Glenfiddich. I went up to like Inverness and Oban, and I went to all the distilleries, and I bought myself a very expensive very expensive, quite old bottle of whiskey. And I had intended to save it for a very special occasion, but somebody in my family, who I do not speak with any longer, decided to take it for themselves. I was like, neat.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Pains in the ass is more like it.
Well,
Yeah.
they'll get theirs. They'll get theirs eventually.
Always, there's always a return. But no, so, this has not been the most happy month, and we're getting ready for Run of the Black Rose. I'm trying to get everybody shored up for Run of the Black Rose, because that's always fun.
Yeah.
You gotta get your wings underneath you. Yeah.
I gotta get myself better. I gotta get
Yes.
myself upright. I gotta get myself actually like with energy, because having a shower at this point is draining me.
Right. Doing readings is even worse, because, that's 10 times the energy.
I have not even been able to. It's like I'm like, nope. I did for a couple of days, and then everything just got way worse. I was like, okay, so I need to actually like save my energy instead of using it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna log out of everything. I'm not even gonna sit myself as pending. I'm just gonna sit myself as like completely unavailable, because I obviously need to take a break.
Right.
I need to rest. Obviously, you can hear it in my voice.
And for those that don't know, Run of the Black Rose is the busiest time of the year for the psychics. It's called Run of the Black Rose because it's from pre-Halloween now to post-Valentine's Day, and it's like, don't bother your psychic friends. They're busy.
Yeah.
Send them DoorDash, but relax.
Please send me DoorDash. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Just message me and be like, did you eat lunch today? And chances are the answer is no.
I actually have it put in my calendar now. I've been working on this experiment.
I have the intention to eat, and then I sit down, or like somebody messages me, and then I turn around to go and do something else, and then it's 7:30, and I'm like, I don't think I actually ate food today. I think I just drank water and had some tea, and I think that's all I did today, and I don't think that's good for me.
Right.
French fry delivery. Yes. I wanted French fries so bad. I was like, but I want fries. Junk food is bad when you're sick, but it's so good.
But it actually, you craving fries, especially McDonald's fries, you may be craving the salt.
And I have been drinking. I've been drinking Gatorade.
Okay.
I've been drinking Gatorade.
And sugar water. Okay.
Well, the tea that I drink basically is, it's not high in sugar at the moment, but it's, sugar water.
Okay.
And tea.
Yeah, because you got to keep your electrolytes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had some oranges the other day too. I was like, at least I'm not like, wasting away. I'm just trying. I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's just been, it's hard to recover. It's, when you've already had one illness and you haven't fully recovered from that illness, and then something else happens, like I had COVID, and then some stuff happened to me while I had COVID, and then that resulted in me having to go to the hospital because I was in agonizing pain. Like, we're talking barbaric medieval, like I was screaming into my pillow with pain. Had to go to the surgery, so I'm still haven't recovered from COVID fully, and I'm in the hospital having surgery, which then lowers my immune system, which makes me even more susceptible to like literally everything else.
Right.
Like, my energy is already low, and then it gets kicked down even lower, and I'm just like, all right. I'm not surprised that the cold that my child had now has made a home in my chest.
Well, it hasn't made a home. It's come for a visit, and it can be gotten out.
It will be leaving. It's leaving very shortly.
Yes.
We've had a discussion.
Right. And a discussion.
Oh, little sausage snack bites. Those sound delicious. It's like there's a lot of words put together, and those little sausage snack bites. It's like
Yep.
you have to
eating
really
yogurt.
you have to really wrap your tongue around that one.
Snack bites.
Oh, it's like the booty boot thing. Did you see on my other Facebook page the booty boot has returneth? I love it. There's so many words to describe slippers.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh every time I see it. I was like, I saw it was like a Walmart ad, and I was just like, I read it like 7 times, and I was like nearly in tears reading it the first time I ever saw it. And I was like, this has got to be shared with the world because it's so ridiculously
Well,
stupid.
we need to discuss your Walmart, okay?
No, Aeson, we don't need to discuss my Walmart suggestions. No, we don't, because they're beautifully bizarre, and I love to keep them that way.
Well, I just have a single question. Where are you putting a horse?
I don't know. It made me laugh. I clicked on it because it just said horse, and I was like, horse figurine, horse statue, an actual horse? What is this? It just says horse. And I'm like,
yeah, that's
what? What horse? And then my Neiman Marcus suggestions are also epically brilliant. I don't know why they think that I'm interested in those things. I have an odd sense of taste in some things, but Neiman Marcus is really throwing some oddballs out there for me.
I was a little worried that you're predicting gas prices, and I'm like, no.
like this is Natalie's prediction of the future. You need to buy a horse, okay?
No. We are not getting a horse. I have enough animals right now, and one of them, and by the way, for those that aren't an avid viewer, if you see a cat flying, it is because they earned it, and it has now become a game. We are not being mean to the kitty. Calm down. Keep PETA in the back pocket, but it's all right.
It will be fine.
Yes.
It's gonna be all right.
Yes. She thinks it's a toy, and that she hits a certain claw button, and suddenly she's able to fly. This is what it has become.
This is what it is. Yep. Just accept it. I do need a lot of pasture land. That is very true. Well, for those of you who don't know this, and for those of you who do know this, I've connected with not one but 2 horses. I want to say psychically, but one of them was a deceased horse, and one of them I connected with psychically. And the person on the other end is like, this horse is still living, but is relaying all of this information that literally just happened like this week. There's no way you could know that this happened to this horse this week. Like, that's really weird. And I was like, well, your horse is telling me. So I'm going to pass that message along. So I've connected with 2 horses, like psychically or spiritually, however you want to put that. And, I think that's funny. And one of my friends on Facebook was like, are you connecting with horses again? And I was like, you know what? At this point, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, they're interesting to talk to. They have a very long memory comparative to other animals.
Joe, are you telling me that I'm allowed to have a horse? Or are you telling Aeson he's allowed to have a horse? Because, that's a confusing statement.
Yeah.
Or am I allowed to have a horse, but I can just keep it on your land? Oh. Have a donkey? I want a donkey.
I'm allowed to have a horse. Really?
They have horses too. We'll just have this weird community farm going on. It'll be fine.
Well, I've thought about that. I have plans in my head for a very much, West Virginia version of Silver Lake, but have to have money to go and buy the land and put in the electro-powered mini houses.
Too much work.
Not really.
I think it is.
It's just a few clients or a good book deal, one of the 2.
just. Like that's just that we can just snap that right up.
Uh-huh. And a few tax auctions and some good betting and finding someone that can actually, you know, buy stocks for me so that I don't lose my UK situation.
When you were talking about betting, I was like, listen, I did say that the Arizona Diamondbacks were going to pull it out of the bag as a wild card for the second time in their like Major League Baseball career, and everybody's like, you are crazy. And I was like, am I though? I really think that they're going to make it to the World Series, and they're like, there's no chance in hell. Well, guess who made it to the World fucking Series?
Well, that's good.
You know, so I'm excited, and if they win, which I'm not getting into predictions, but even my husband's like, you should make a bet on it. And I was like, I think that they kind of frown on psychics like making bets on things.
Yeah, we can't.
I was like, I think there's like laws around that. I was like, you can, but I can't.
Right.
I was like, I can't. So I was like, because they'll find out what I do for a living, and they'll be like, that's us. A psychic medium made a very large bet on a Major League Baseball game, just suddenly, randomly out of the blue, where she's never done it before, and cashed out handsomely. That's not suspicious.
That's suspicious. Oh,
right.
Deal. Well, currently there's an opening between 5 a.m. and noon.
5 a.m. and death for me. I'll pencil you in somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Somewhere between 5 a.m. and the time I take my last breath, there's got to be at least 10 minutes in there I can fit you in, at least. Minimum.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yes.
At least I'm not bleeding to death this week.
At least you're not bleeding to death this week.
At least I'm not bleeding to death this week.
We didn't tempt the power of a bloodstone. We'll try that next time.
I mean, I did attempt to bleed to death. I mean, I was, solid 8 days there. That was impressive. I was impressed by that. I gotta say, I was impressed by that. And I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still here. That's amazing. Even my surgeon was like, this has been going on for how long? And I was like, listen, it's bad. Yeah. See if they invented another day of the week. They haven't yet. They keep inventing new horoscopes like every other month, it seems like. You know what I mean? Like the hidden astrology sign.
Bad article. Like, come on. Okay, we haven't changed the horoscopes since the meeting of it was ACBC.
We are having fun. At least I think that we're having fun. I typically always have fun. I'm a very giggly person. You'll learn that about me very quickly. I like to giggle. Even when things are a really shitty situation, I'm still finding a way to make other people laugh, or at least find the funny in something.
It is by 1st century BC is when they settled with, nope, there is only 12. There's not 24. There's not 48. There's 12. Get over it.
End of discussion. It happened a long time ago. It's been that way ever since.
Yeah.
Stop making up new science, and cusps are not a thing.
Well, that's debatable, and here's why. Here's why cusp can be a thing, but it isn't really a thing anymore.
Right.
Okay. It ties into the hand casting of astrology charts.
Okay.
Because the ephemeral, like example, if you were born on midnight of the 21st of March in 1979, you technically could be Aries. But if you check the ephemeral, it'll set you as Pisces, because Aries doesn't go into effect until like I think for example, 8 p.m. the 22nd that year.
Right.
Because,
But by the day you are, but by the time you're not.
Right. And this is what birth
I got that.
is so important. So
I understand that.
For people to easily complement this idea, they would say, oh, well, I'm a cusp, because I could be one or I could be the other, but it's very, very delicate. And it really depends on which astrologer is doing the math. So technically,
Joe, you're hilarious. Sorry.
Okay.
The rent slide in there. 525,600 minutes instead of zodiac signs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Terrible. It's terrible.
We're trying to have fun. But yeah, so that's how they handled that situation. Is it the right way? It doesn't matter anymore. No, because there is probably, out of the, let's go 20,000 astrologers out there, there is maybe one who lives in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in Zimbabwe, that will still sit down and hand calculate and pull out the ephemeral and sit there and draw your chart by hand. Everyone else has said, computers were invented. They are quartz crystal. We shall use them.
Right. Hang on one sec. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh. My phone just, an alarm thingy alert came up on my phone.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. So that's why we still have cusps. You could be one or the other unless you looked up your exact zodiac sign.
I do. I mean, I was born April 21st, so it's like, on the 20th and then the 21st, people are like, oh, you're an Aries Taurus, Casper. And I'm like, no, I'm very much a Taurus. Thank you. I'm very much Taurus.
You're very Taurus.
I am very, aren't I? Aren't I? I'm very Taurus.
Oh, and stubborn.
You feel like it's not a bad thing.
I didn't say it was a bad thing to be stubborn.
The Taurus called bull on that. Surprise, surprise.
Uh-huh.
My Capricorn moon is fun, though, because I'm like, try to shake me off this mountain. Try, I dare ya. I dare ya. I got like two stubborn sides to me.
Well, yeah, but a Capricorn moon can be quite dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, most Capricorn moons are psycho killers.
Only if need be.
Uh-huh.
I've only gone psycho like once. And it wasn't, it's not, no one ended up getting hurt or anything. It's just, I told the person what I thought about them and their actions, and I embarrassed the crap out of them in front of a bunch of strangers. It's not my fault. You shouldn't have done what you did to me.
Right. But, the other fun thing with that is like, if you're trying to impress somebody or freak them out, you go, I share the same moon sign as Jeffrey Dahmer.
Don't make me mad.
Yeah.
Just don't give me a reason. I'm tired of being pissed off. I'm tired of it. Stop pissing me off, people.
Tired. I think that's the whole point.
Yeah. My Libra rising is fun, though.
Yeah.
Can't make a decision to save her freaking life. What do you want for food tonight? I don't know. And I'm going to sit and cry about it until you make the decision for me. And then I'll still wish it was something else.
Until that fever is below 97 degrees, chicken soup is what you get for dinner.
Tepid. Just tepid soup. Thanks. It's not even registering as lukewarm. Borderline chilled because of the bowl you put it in.
Uh-huh.
we put it in a thick ceramic bowl, so that's already like cooling it down already 5 degrees instantly. That's fun.
Hey,
Tepid soup.
We'll get you out of the plague zone in no time.
Lisa's, oh god, oh no, don't. Oh, like I just heard at Lisa's not split pea and ham, and I was like, oh no. Yeah, everything, because my grandfather used to love mushy peas, so immediately it was like, he's like, at least it's not like split pea and ham. I'm like, ugh. No.
Yeah.
Disgusting. The power of Campbell's compels.
Yes, because there is one chicken noodle soup that is Campbell's. It has all the Jewish magic in it we need.
It has all the Jewish magic. I love it.
And we take and we start burning sage in piles immediately around you to contain the viral.
Contain the disease. Natalie is the disease. Just contain her as a whole.
No, we'll use sage because obvious it's airborne.
True. Just hotbox me.
Yes.
Hotbox me. I was wanting some egg drop soup yesterday. I kept seeing I saw 5 different recipes coming up on my YouTube. I was like, why is everybody making egg drop soup all of a sudden? This is not fair.
Well, listen,
no, I want egg drop soup.
Your body needs.
It's not fair. I want rice and egg drop soup.
No. You need hot and sour soup, egg drop soup, no rice. You need rice not yet. Get the temperature down, get the processes up.
This fever, though, it's just been sitting at 99 degrees, and it's just, ugh. I'm like, just make up your mind already. Either go big or stop. Don't just sit in that limbo of hey, we're letting you know that you're sick, but we're not. We're just gonna make you mildly uncomfortable.
Right.
I hate it. Although yesterday I did laugh. I was like, my chest sounds like it's a haunted house. I was like, we've got the creaky door sound. We've got the ghoul groan in the background. You can hear this air whisper coming through. I was like, we got 5 or 6 entities in here at least. Based on the sounds that I make when I exhale.
Well, as long as we don't go into the other dimension of that, I'm perfectly fine.
It's fine. I don't actually have entities in there. It's just the virus. But it sounds like a really cool horror movie that I may or may not have seen 5 or 6 times.
No, I'm talking about that, there's a demon in there because then, people start trying to throw water on you.
I've already had a shower today. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And I can bless this water right now. Okay. I just did.
Right.
I'm fine. The power of Campbell's compels me.
Yeah. Brenda reminds us to cut the onion in half and stick it in a jar so it'll take it away.
Oh, at least you didn't say stick it in your sock, because that's when you just say cut an onion and put it in your sock, because that's another trick that I've heard as well. Is putting a slice of onion on the bottom of your foot and leaving it there overnight and then throwing it away in the morning. That's supposed to be an old thing.
No, then you take the other half, you chop it up, you add mustard to it, you heat it a little bit, you put that on your chest, you cover that with a cloth diaper, and into the bed under 15 quilts you go.
And then what? Set the oven to 350 and put you in a basting pan?
No!
It sounds like you're marinating yourself for a pot roast season. I'm like, do we need to melt a stick of butter with some rosemary too while we're at it? Because this is sounding pretty tasty. Joe walks in, he's like, damn, that smells delicious.
No, he got mad the last time I made holy water. He has every time.
Oh, God, that's hilarious.
Yes, that we suddenly need to go get KFC for some reason.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, God. Eat much salted butter. Oh, my God. It's like, get some mustard. I'm like, this sounds like the best sandwich ever right now. Like, I'm totally here for it. Then you get some pastrami, and you're like,
Yeah, well, we need to, like, I don't know. I think you need lots of spices, lots of, because,
I
either,
do. Honestly, I mean, some people in my family, but it was nothing that a good curry couldn't fix. Honestly, like, this is also a true statement.
yes,
I'm like, a really good hot, spicy ginger-filled curry. I feel right as rain like tomorrow.
or just straight ginger and garlic.
Yeah. Don't forget, all hail the healing cauliflower, everybody. And if you don't know about the healing cauliflower, you need to get on board here. It's the new religion.
Oh.
I am the high floret, apparently. This is like the whole thing. There's a whole me and David have made this whole religion about the cauliflower, and it's great, and it's fantastic, and it's wonderful.
Holy crap.
We made this whole cult religion about it. This is what psychics do when they're bored. I'm like, let's just make up a religion.
Well, it's not that we get bored, because we're never bored. We're always busy.
Oh no, never bored. But I was definitely up to like shenanigans that day, and it was very funny. I mean, I was very sick, and I was trying everything to reduce inflammation. It's not a branch of, okay? It's not a branch of, but it's just the healing powers of a turmeric and black pepper coated cauliflower, which I was trying to, and cauliflower candle holders and everything. Like we found so much stuff. There was like like cauliflower headed like female elf. It was like it was chaos, pure chaos that progressed from this all hail the healing cauliflower. But I was trying to reduce inflammation, and I was like, cauliflower and turmeric and black pepper and olive oil, throw it in the oven. You gotta reduce the inflammation. You gotta help me out. I was so desperate, and I was like putting all this like energy into like this cauliflower, trying to get it to heal me, and it was kind of funny because I was literally pulling at like every straw possible, trying to get myself to not be in like catastrophic amounts of pain.
Mm-hmm. And you should have just went out and like chopped a tree down and chewed it on some bark.
But I went to Ruby 3 times, twice in one day. I didn't even leave the hospital the first time. I was still in the parking lot, and I had like this full body episode, and they were just like, you just had a panic attack. I'm in pain.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's the problem with our medical system right now. Even Ruby, is falling subjection to it.
They did not listen to me. Monjen, they were just like, you need surgery. And I was like, that's what I've been trying to tell everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Right, but you need to watch your records from Ruby.
I know.
Sorry, they most likely have already registered it, and it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I think they put me down as like I was irritable in the lobby, and my husband is like, you were irritable? That's the word that they chose to use. He's like, you were screaming in pain. He's like, you were passing out from pain. He's like, and they put the word irritable. He's like, oh, I'm so mad. I was like, I was livid. I still am. Like every time I think about how they treated me, I get so angry.
Right.
I get so angry. I'm so mad at them still. I know it's fine.
No, it's not, because it is,
it's not,
unfortunately, our medical system in the state of West Virginia. NERs, have been turned into, what's the word I'm wanting to use nicely? without like we have to skirt things here.
Yeah.
Anyway, they have been turned into places where, doctors don't make decisions, half-cocked doctors can make decisions. Something is formulaic. If certain information is included, well, that just relegates it to something else. And it's
Right.
like, ugh, do an actual diagnosis.
Right.
Stop.
It was like when they looked at me and said, "Oh, you just had a panic attack," and I was like, "That was not a panic attack." Let me tell you, I thought I was having a stroke. My whole body was completely spasmed up, and you're just gonna look at me and be like, "Oh, you just had a panic attack. You're fine." I was most certainly not fine.
All right.
Like my body was like trying to keep me in the hospital. You know what I mean? Like my guides were trying to keep me in the hospital. They were trying to keep me there because obviously there was something very wrong with me. But those doctors were just like, nope.
Right.
I'm not even gonna look. Oh, we'll do a CT scan that doesn't show anything.
How can it show anything vascular? Anyhow.
Anyway,
but now, like,
as was foretold in the Hidden Valley, that's right.
Do what?
David, as was foretold in the Hidden Valley. It was funny.
That's cute.
The Hidden Valley of Ranch. Oh my! Seriously, like there was like in-depth discussions about like the rituals and robe wear. It's a whole thing. Like there's been a good amount of time invested in like this not pretend cult that may or may not exist.
Well, I don't know. With all the cult action we've been seeing here lately, I don't know. I think I could take on cauliflower at this point.
You think you could?
Like, have you been in tune with all the crap going on?
Specify.
All right. First of all, we have the Louis Vidal case.
I have been literally in and out of the hospital since the beginning of September. So I literally don't know what's happened in the past like 2.5 months, basically.
Okay. So first of all, we have the Louis Vidal case. The Louis Vidal case involves a extreme Mormon group that believes in this guy, that he can create portals in his house that he can see in other people's houses and create portals for them to come visit him, but only he can do this. Killing 2 children. Yeah. And a wife. And possibly a brother that they haven't figured out how he died. They just think it's natural causes.
That's amazing. That is incredible information. How have I not heard about this? How has none of this information come across my feed? I mean, with all the nonsense that you've seen me post about, you would think that would have like come across like, hey, you might be interested in this.
Well,
kind of thing.
Then you go over to same area up in Utah. You have the 8 passengers case. YouTuber, multi-million-dollar mommy blogger, stops her channel, starts working with this place called Connections. Well, and sends her husband away. Like, he's not been in the house for over a year because they need to forget each other to rebuild the relationship. Her 12-year-old son escapes out of the owner of the Connections house, goes to a neighbor's house, has duct tape on his arms and wrists.
That's not triggering.
Yeah, like the fucking shit is crazy. When the police go in they find his sister there also in containment. Yeah, okay. And then there's a bulb with honey and what is that? Not curry powder, the hot chili powder.
It's Joe. Sorry. Well, Mom was suggesting you a horse, so like obviously my feed isn't working anymore. They went past psychic and went straight to psycho. They're just like, listen, this is just progressively getting worse for this girl, so we're just gonna go with the flow and just see where like her line stops.
Right. So anyway.
Sorry. Anyway, back to like psycho mom, crazy lady,
who's also a Mormon. Like this whole extreme Mormon situation.
I'm seeing a pattern here, folks, aren't you?
I'm seeing a pattern going, I think the Mormon Tabernacle needs to get their prophet and go, we got a situation with all the fractions. Why don't you other prophets get together and address this shit?
Maybe they should wash their special underwear because, like, you know, I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, because this is like some of this, what is even creepier is you've heard me go off in chat and probably on shows about where the fuck did this become new age crap? This ain't ours.
I don't claim this. Right. Like this this ain't us.
Right.
Oh no. We don't claim this.
Right. But a lot of the crap they're talking about has been popping up in the new age stuff for a year and a half. Lion Gate, Trident, this, that, and another.
Right.
Oh, and I'm like, what the fuck is up?
Right.
You know, granted, you know, the Mormon religion's quite interesting. It's a lovely theological, societal idea, and it does have some great history on the torture of people.
Christian fan fiction.
Right.
Another fun religion to read about, because I think I went to 4 of their services. The first time I went as a support to somebody else who was going, and then the other 3 times I was like, I'm just deeply concerned and curious about what they're actually believing here. So I'm going to go some more times and just see what's going on. And there was a lot of chanting, and it was like a lot of weird shit. But look up Eckankar.
What about
they're weird. That is a weird ass church. Eckankar, it's the guy who created it left the Church of Scientology to create it, and he himself was a nut job. And
you know, you had me at left the Church of Scientology, because that's even a whole nother ball of like
to create an equally weird religion, weird religion.
Right.
But Eckankar, ECK, and they call themselves Eckists.
Yeah.
And they follow like the laws of Eck, and it is so bizarre. And like their main church is in Minnesota, I think, and like there's a lot of chanting, and it was very weird. Even made me going like, I was like, this is something else. Oh yeah, and the people who get married in the church, like their rings say ECK like in them, like the letters ECK are like their wedding rings. It's super weird. I think they have chapters in like several states, but like their main church is in Minnesota, and it's just read up about it. It's so weird. It's like concerning. It's really concerning.
Right.
This is coming from somebody who talks to dead people, and I'm like, it's weird, okay?
Well, see, and that's
I know it sounds a little hypocritical for me, but you know, That's what it is.
Yeah.
It is weird though.
Yeah.
Like I remember leaving one service afterwards, and the person asked me like, "So what did you think?" And I was like, I don't know what to say. Like that was interesting. And it's like I don't know.
You know, so.
But it was founded in 1965 by Paul Twitchell, who claimed to be the living Ek master, who was appointed by the Sugmad deity on the 14th plane They are not affiliated with any other religious group, but is influenced by Hindu philosophy and the Punjabi Sant Mat tradition. The guy who like started this has absolutely zero like background in that.
See, I don't get it. Okay.
I think I broke Aeson. He's like, oh my God, you just said so much stuff, and I don't even know where to begin breaking that down. Me neither. I went to 4 of their services, Aeson. I went to 4 of them.
Well, you know, if he's coming out of Scientology, first of all, we know where Scientology gets most of its belief systems from, you know, fiction author who said, if you want to be rich, invent a religion. Okay. Create a religion.
Yes.
We have Scientology currently being sued by Laura Ramsey and a few others, which they should be.
Yeah. Yeah. They should be in jail for abuse of people and, you know, mysterious deaths and kidnappings and so much other stuff.
Yeah.
So much other stuff. Like that church is I don't have a word for that church, guys. I don't. I have some feelings about some churches, but that church, oh my God.
Right.
Oh, you want to push my buttons? Talk to me about Scientology. Oh my God. They're horrible people.
Yes. You know, we finally got David Masters in jail. That took a bit. Like, that took a lot of bit. And how there is not an internal affair on LAPD is beyond me. Okay.
Right. I have some words too. None of them are nice. Ugh. So gross.
Yeah, I've seen that one, and I also seen, you know, I also know that that one was also the ones that tried to poison Seattle to gain control of their city council.
I have one of my guides, Rachel, was a victim of a cult. And that came through in several readings, not just my own personal ones, but in other readings with other people as well. And hey, Shannon. And it made me realize how, like, why this guide was with me and how much I have disagreed with, like, organized religion my entire life and how much I've questioned it so much. And why I disagree with it so much in religious leaders and I don't get along. And I'm like, this makes total sense as to why this guide is with me, because they themselves are a victim of a cult. And they didn't go into this cult willingly. They were born into it, which sucks for them. But it's like I've been exposed to so many alternate religions that it just made me, like, internally vomit spiritually. You know what I mean? It's like every part of my spiritual being is like, that is wrong.
Right. And that's, you know, probably one of the reasons that most psychics are perplexed and study a lot of religions and teach a lot of religions. Like,
it's like people, you know, I'm like, I mean, I was raised as a Christian, but it's like, I'm like, there is so much more to it than just that. And the Bible is, don't get me started about it. Just the idea of Christianity, I get it. It's a cool it's a good concept, but damn, there's a lot of hatred in that community. Damn, there's a lot of hatred.
It's so against its doctrine, and that's the problem I have with Christianity. Like, is there so much against its doctrine and its credence?
Yeah. Do unto others as you would have done unto you, and yet you spew hatred and reject everybody. And it's like, where's the love and acceptance? That, like, Jesus is like, love and accept everybody. You are not doing that.
Well, not only that, but here's the other ones. It's like, it says, give up your religion and follow me.
Oh God. Yeah, it's yeah, they don't. It's like I'm just sick and tired of people like forcing something down my throat. People have called me evil for what I do, and I'm like, I woke up like this, okay? Like, I've been psychic my whole life. I was like, I don't really know any other way to be. It's not like I chose this. It's not like I sacrificed something to somebody and was like, make this happen.
Overwhelming, we'll start with Christianity. Those that condemn us really needs to go into and study the book of Acts. Really deeply study the book of Acts, Acts 1 and Acts 2, because it actually says, these will be my priests. These will be the ones that I pour out the Holy Spirit to. Yes, I have that in my ammunition. Yes, I was raised Pentecostal. Yes, I can talk and quote verse for verse and go tango for tango on all 26 versions of your Bible.
Sorry, just the attitude, just it was just great.
Okay, let me explain what's going on backstage for everyone that doesn't understand. So she will run up, jump on my chair, run back to her bed, to the size bed she sleeps in, jumps on it, runs around it, and then runs back. And it's like we're playing tag at this point.
My cat Shadow from between 4:30 and 5 a.m. typically is when the newest edition, my newest kitten, comes up and starts doing making biscuits on every inch of body that I have. Doesn't matter which way I'm laying, it's gonna get kneaded on. So I'm like, okay, so I'm awake, and from the second I am upright, she has got to be here on me, like here, just here. She has to lay here on me at all times. And if I have to put her down, she's not thrilled about it at all. She's just like, why? And I'm like, because I need two hands to be able to survive as a human, and you were occupying 1.5 of them by taking up real estate on my upper extremity.
Right.
Like, I have to be able to do things. Yes.
All right, but anyhow, so back to where we were. Those get disarmed very quickly. Every other religion kind of is like, oh, okay, yeah, that's talked about here, or that's talked about in the Vala, that's talked about here. So, normally the ones that, do that, oh, you're evil shit, is the ones that didn't even study their own religion. Like, it is bad that a Wiccan priest has a better understanding of your religion and your religious history than you do, and then you can play with me.
I've met some Christians who are downright evil, like legitimately evil. They've done some evil things. And they claim to be Christian, and I do not claim to be a Christian, and I don't see myself as an evil person. In fact, it disgusts me what happens to some people.
Right.
I mean, you've known me for how long?
Going on a few hundred years, but anyhow.
Okay, how evil am I? Like, really?
Not evil
mentally
enough.
Yes, I could be really evil, but like, how evil am I?
Not evil enough. We need to up your caffeine intake.
Like, I'm really not evil enough, am I? I'm very passive. I'm like, listen, I just want to be your friend. I don't want confrontation. You know what I mean? I'm past that. And it's just, I'm like, why can't, like, yet let he who is without sin cast the first stone.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, weren't you looking up some freaking kink porn site like 2 weekends ago?
But, so, we got that. We got these two extreme Mormon cases that are coming to light. I think there's more. I think that, however, do yourself some favors. Check in on your Mormon friends. Make sure they haven't lost their shit. I mean, because some of their principles are kind of good. Like building a storehouse in your house. Gee, we live in West Virginia. That's part of life. Being financially stable and responsible. That's cute. Really like that idea. They have some beautiful temples.
That's cute. Yeah. Most financial stability, that's cool.
Yeah. But there's some other, they've got some problems with LLMs. That's an issue. I'm sure they can work out a new economy. But that's really because they don't want their wives working out of the house. So the
underwear is a bit weird, isn't it?
You what?
The Mormon underwear. It is a little weird.
Joe, we will save that discussion for tomorrow night. Furthermore, Azaleas, you could use a rest.
Can I be a part of that conversation too? The magical underwear discussion? Can I?
Well,
I want to be part of that one. That was a fun one.
Well, see, here's the problem. If you've gone shopping in West Virginia, you would think that we would have a very large Mormon population. Here's why. Walmart is only carrying Mormon underwear. Like boxers that go to your knees. Come on, who the hell's wearing that shit?
No one. Except the Mormons.
You're right. And I don't think we have that big of a population. By the way, I got you a mug I thought you'd enjoy, and you haven't even noticed the whole show.
You got me a mug?
I got a mug just for you.
Oh my god, I love it! It's a vampire blood. Oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it. Because I keep telling Aeson that he's a vampire.
Yep.
It's been like this long going joke for forever. I'm like, nope. There's so many reasons. There's so many reasons that you're a vampire, and here's the list. Like A, B, C, D. And I was like, listen, these are getting even more compelling as I go down. Tell me I'm wrong. No one can.
Well, give us the list. We'll debate that in 3 minutes.
My list of reasons. I made a very compelling argument. You can't refute. You can't say that I made a very compelling argument.
I'm still waiting for the argument.
I've made my arguments. My list of things that you never sleep during regular daylight hours. You hardly eat food at all. You're just constantly imbibing of liquids, and that is all you sustain on is darkness and liquids. And there's only one other thing in the entire history of the universe that does the exact same thing, and that is a vampire. Okay.
Okay. I'll give you all of that. I'll even praise you one.
There's only one other thing that fits that bill, okay, Aeson, and that is a vampire.
Again, I'm not denying.
I've never seen you eat food. I've only ever seen you drink.
Although I don't think I could be a classic vampire because I do enjoy going to the gym, and I also, because I've got to maintain the look.
And now the gyms are open 24 hours. It's the ultimate convenience for him, so he doesn't actually have to go out during daylight hours. 24-hour fitness is open at 4 a.m., folks.
Exactly.
But again, further proves my point.
I'm not bothered by this idea. Yeah, I can take that one on.
And if you look at the home, wardrobe, and aesthetic, back me up, people. Try to convince me otherwise. That's what I need. I need someone to try to convince me that you're not a vampire. That's what we need. It's evidence that refutes that statement.
Damn, that's
perfect. Wonderful.
I enjoy
This is perfect. This silence spoke volumes. It is pure garbage. It is pure garbage.
Yeah.
It is. And the whole garlic thing is that people would take it more because they secretly love garlic and they just want their food pre-seasoned.
I can like that. And I do love food pre-seasoned. I can do, well, and this is the other thing that bullshit. Psychic vampires.
I'm convinced. It does explain Joe's neck.
That has nothing to do with me. That one I
will. Convince me otherwise, folks. Convince me otherwise.
That one has nothing to do with me. That has to do with his history of being a horse thief.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
But no, if I live forever and I am vampirial, I will be happy. But no, and that would also explain the dark shadow. Everybody that reads me, oh, you have such a dark shadow.
I was like, when was the last time you entered a Catholic church, Aeson?
Midnight Mass 1998.
Okay. You learned your lesson then, huh? You learned your lesson then.
Actually, it was a very enjoyable service because I had not been to a Catholic midnight mass in many, many years. A lot of similarities. Enjoyed the Pope's outfit. Well, not the Pope. The priest outfit. Although I do think Father Tommy wears it better.
The comment section is great right now. And now I'm just gonna wait for my inbox to be like people listing reasons why Aeson is not a vampire.
That could be your blog article for next month.
And I have a feeling that my inbox is going to be very empty. Like, update. No one's given me any evidence to support the opposite statement.
Right. Personally, don't have a problem with crosses or swords, which, that's one and the same. Silver, I do prefer silver jewelry or stainless steel over gold because gold is just too damn soft in general.
And it's not that for me, it's a skin tone thing. I have to wear silver. Gold is not my color. Gold is my mom. My mom can wear gold all day, every day, but my mom has like Egyptian stuff in her past life. So like that makes a whole hell of a lot of sense for me. Yeah. Whereas all of my past lives are not based in that kind of area of the world. Right. And I'm more based in like the cold mountains where silver was, I think. Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, garlic, those already proven. I don't have a problem with garlic because he made me cut down my amount of garlic in my spaghetti sauce.
Ridiculous.
Nocturnal by nature. Well, technically I'm non-24 with bisignal sleep, but
vampire.
Exactly. I enjoy the aesthetic. I love the goth theming.
You're like, I'm not a vampire, and yet you keep adding this to the list of reasons why you are. 1 cup of garlic in an Instant Pot of sauce is excessive. 1 cup of garlic. Okay. I think that is like totally, yeah, I would be like, wow, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right? Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, it's like, I could write a whole thesis on this.
Well, no, I was trying to lead into.
So you're a daywalker. This entire community now looking at you a little bit sideways, like, is he though?
Yeah. It fits my aesthetic. I'm happy with the marketing title.
Pre-season, Joe. Pre-season. I'm telling you. That's all it is. They're like, no, we hate garlic. So everyone ate it. And secretly, they're just like, this is the most delicious they've ever tasted in millennia.
Well, no, because, you have all these people, new age people running around here. Oh, that's a psychic vampire. That's a psychic vampire. No, they're just trifling and tiring on my damn nerves. There ain't no damn vampire-ish about them.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just had like this whole like vision of like these Italian vampires like coming over to another country and being like, blah, they taste really bland. Oh, I crack myself up. Really bland. It tastes really bland.
I
And then
think we
there's
need
then.
a thermometer check. That's what I think we need.
Oh my god. My therapist did tell me I should go into stand up. I'm beginning to believe her. Because that was funny.
And my husband's evidence.
Right, I know. And I'm like, and you named your dog Vladimir, okay? So, like, listen, the list just keeps growing.
Actually, it's Vlad the Impaler is the name.
You know,
I
feel like I have given enough evidence to this court for a jury to come to some kind of like ruling here.
Let's take this to Mountain Bear level, shall we?
Are we going to do a vote?
Yes.
Are we going to do a poll? Is he or isn't he a vampire based on the evidence that I have given? Cast your votes now, people.
And I'll get over to the show so that you can do that if you're not on the YouTube platform. Which, by the way, you should be on the YouTube platform because that's where we are streaming from, mostly reliable.
You know,
I feel alcohol is very lowly effective on me. So if you're not on the YouTubies, go over there, click the link. Make sure while you're there, you're visiting, do the likey and the subscribey thing. Make us all sweet and happy. But the poll is up. Is Aeson a vampire?
Based on Natalie's list of reasons why. Which I feel I've given some pretty compelling evidence. I really do feel.
Right.
I can message you at 7 a.m. and I know I'm not going to hear back from you until at least 2:30. So,
Well, depending on the time of the year, and where I am in my natural rhythm.
Oh my god, it's so funny, so silly. All for fun and games, folks. All for fun and games.
And marketing strategy, because I can take this wholly into a marketing realm.
You're really good. You're really good. I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not.
And Tauruses don't like to be told they're wrong either. And they usually give enough evidence to support their statements before they even open their mouth. I'm like, no, I know I'm right, and here's why.
Well, that's right, honey.
That is how a true Taurus argues. Like, no, I know why I'm right, and here's the evidence.
Well, again,
tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. I've never said you're wrong about me being a vampire. I've just stated in the context that if I am a vampire, then damn it, I need to be working a little bit better.
I think you should. Like, if you are a vampire.
I need to get some benefits here. Like, where's my bank account from 200 years ago? Because, we can get this colony started.
Natural rhythm is the one between the vampire and the Ripper. Yep.
Do what?
Oh, that's so funny, though. I do bring all the receipts. I really do, don't I? I'm a whole ass mood.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that? I don't know if I told you that. Did I tell you that? That was probably the best news I had when I was at the Case Paranormal Expo. That was like the best news anybody had ever told me about me ever.
What?
David Cage came up to me and he's like, I just want you to know that that you are known as a whole ass mood in other group chats. And I was like, you mean group chats that I'm not in? I am known as a whole ass mood. And he's like, yes. And I was like, that is the most awesome thing I've ever heard. That I am referred to as a whole ass mood in in group chats that I'm not even a part of. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Very workable, very workable.
I was like, listen, I am a whole ass mood.
Yeah.
I fully accept that. I am a whole ass mood. Looks like that's a fair statement. Eat some silver.
Try this. I've walked into the sun. Really, all I do is get a nice golden tan, eat some silver. I'm quite sure off some of the silverware that I've used over the years, most definitely.
Hi, Gina. I can see you.
Yep.
I can see you, Gina. I can see ya. Oh, that was hilarious.
Yes. So we do have the
That
poll
was
up
very
for
funny.
another minute or so because we are running a little late.
We are, but that was hilarious. That was so very funny.
While they're voting, what's your survival plan for Run of the Black Rose?
Well, considering I've already been knocked down since freaking September, they're like, you just need to stop. Just don't even entertain it. But my plan is once I have even like 5% more energy, I'm going to be manning all of the networks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be manning all of the networks.
Right.
I was going to go on for a sail the other night, and I was so wiped. I was like, I can't function as a human being, let alone as a psychic. Right. And I would be half-assing it if I logged in and said that I was available, and I would not feel comfortable giving anybody any kind of guidance when right. I can't even like take a deep breath. So, yeah. I was like, I am going to log off and make myself unavailable and invisible from the social world. Until I can stay, until I can do stuff without, feeling exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Which is important.
But it is, because doing psychic readings takes a lot of energy. And when you're battling upper respiratory infection and your head is all foggy just because you got a lot of snot up in there, it's kind of hard to think clearly. Right. I think. Hi, Facebook users. It said, hi, Natalie, and I was like, hi, Facebook user.
Right.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, hello, Facebook user. But no, the poll is up. And yeah, when you do come back on, make sure you make the announcement so that everybody knows you're back to the platforms and when you're on them. Because as long as you've been sick, your metrics is starting completely over.
Yeah. Yeah. Even meditating, I got angry a couple of nights ago because I was getting overly flooded with visuals, and I was like, I can't even focus on a tree, let alone everything else that's coming at me in this visual. And I was like, I just wanted to focus on one thing, not 900 other more. So it's like the energy is already super crazy this time of year for us anyway.
In the poll. Crazy. It has been rolled. It has been rolled. Yeah, I get to be more vampirial because everyone thinks I am. I might as well be that.
So the embodiment, the majority has voted. The judge has pulled down the gavel. Aeson is in fact
vampirial.
A vampire. I rest my case. I could have been a lawyer in a past life. I'm fully convinced.
Yeah, you were probably one. Anyhow. So this Saturday is Psychic Saturday. You guys make sure to make your appointments. This is when I go on sale for 50% off my normal rates. And if you're part of the baristas, you get an included to use your discount plus the 50% off. All right, so we do want to take a moment to thank the baristas. Thank you, Beverly Walker, Nika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda Brand, Sean C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Saw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devon. If you'd like to learn more about the baristas or support the network, please visit pcspnetwork.com. Are you keeping up with your Patreon? Did you pause it?
I am. So far, I have got Anne, Melissa, Brenda. I'm still going to include Nikki in on this, even though she suspended hers. I'm still including her because she's still in on that. Mm-hmm. And then Bambi Joe.
Awesome.
Those are my 5 girls, and on my Patreon.
Yep. So if you enjoyed watching this show, make sure you do like, subscribe, all that. But also, me and Joe will be back tomorrow night with Mountain Bears. You know, I've added to the.
Where Aeson comes out publicly as a vampire.
Fine, I'm a vampire. Okay, done. Like,
I need to get on the mountain bears. Like, I have a confession to make. It's about time y'all knew.
Please, honey, like it's another post-it note on another flag we need to put out front.
I know. Oh, we need to design a flag. Do they have a flag?
Yep.
Do vampires have a flag?
That would be a good question. It's probably a solid black. I
No,
know.
I'm curious.
We'll put Crowley on this. There's your assignment for the week, Crowley. Go research.
Go research and report back.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.